People wonder why, the world is the way it is. People wonder why. People wonder why we have so many corrupt politicians. People wonder why. Oh, why is the government doing this? Why is the government doing that? Well, my friend, you made the government your God, right? You made the government your God. People depend on the government for absolutely everything. We used to depend on our communities. We used to depend on God, right? We used to depend on God to do certain things, right? And but now now everybody depends on the government for absolutely everything. And when you give the government that much power, what happens? They become absolutely corrupted. They become absolutely corrupt. So this is why the world is the way it is. This is why these politicians feel like they can do whatever they want, because they know it doesn't matter what they do. They can commit any crime they want and they're not going to get arrested, because ultimately you're going to continue to give them power, right? You're going to continue to give them power. You're going to continue to rely on them no matter what happens. Okay, you have made them your God. These politicians and the government, they're basically demigods in a way. They are demigods. But the minute you start pulling your resource away, start voting with your money, start voting with your attention, right? Turn off the news. When people start doing this in the millions, then we can get our power back as people. But the problem is, again, we made these people our gods. The government is your God. That's why the country is so messed up. That's why. So when more than half of the population, when at least like 50% of the population starts to rely on God, put their faith in God, the Creator, Jesus Christ, Yeshua Yamashiach, then things will change. But until then, the world will continue to be corrupt.